Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As always, I am Callie. This is Callie's Collectible Reviews. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody, even though it's mid-January. I took a little bit of time off, kind of needed a bit of a break just to sort my own head out and get some things in order. But for today's review, I'm going to take a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom Ultra Magnus. Very good figure in my opinion. We'll jump into the review station and take a closer look at this guy. I shall see you in just a second. Okay then, so here we are in the review station and there is the figure in all of its glory and there is the box right at the back. I'll bring it in for a closer look. As you can see, it's the usual Transformers packaging we're used to at this point. Some nice artwork along the side, on the front. Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron Trilogy. Leader class. Here is the back of the box. Just shows you his different modes. And yes, it does have the white Optimus mode, which we will take a look at. But that's pretty much it for the box. Right, now moving on to the actual truck mode. Truck trailer mode, I guess. I think the original toy was meant to be like a car carrier. This guy, you're not fitting anything in there. There's no space in there to fit anything. There's no real support. This thing, for as good as it looks, some of the connection points are just too weak, just too not there for me. Like this bit, I always find a lot of trouble getting to snap into place. It's in place now, but the minute I really move anything, it's going to come apart. But we'll take a closer look. There's the truck mode. Up front with the Autobot symbol on the bumper. Very Earth-style truck. Little missile launchers here. His gun up back here. There's the back of the truck. And there's the underside of the truck. Lots of hollow space, I know, but I mean, for 50 odd quid, you can't really complain too much at what you're getting. But that's pretty much all there really is to show up in truck mode. There's no real articulation. I mean, you can't swivel the cab or anything, so it is just a static piece. It does roll on its wheels, but other than that, that's about all you're going to get out of it. So I'll do some quick comparison with other figures and we'll take a look at that. Okay, so here he is with Optimus from the Earthrise line. I think this one was from. It's one of the first Optimuses I got of the more recent Transformers, so but as you can see, if we get their truck and trailers kind of lined up, you can see that Ultra Magnus is just that little bit longer, not by much. I mean, it's negligible, but yeah, so there you go. And here he is with the Commander class Rodimus Prime. And as you can see, if I get these two leveled up next to each other, sort of front wheels level with each other, you can see that Rodimus is longer than Ultra Magnus. So yeah, I mean, for leader class and commander class, it really does come down to the engineering in this guy compared to this guy. So, but yeah, that's what those two look like together, and I think they work pretty well. They scale pretty well together, in my opinion. So there we go. And for one last quick comparison, here he is in his white truck mode with Optimus from the Earthrise line. I think they look pretty good together. Ultra Magnus is a little bit taller, but lengthwise they're about the same. They share some parts. You can see legs slightly remolded, but very similar. But yep, I'll get this guy into robot mode now, and we'll take a closer look at him. And there he is in robot mode with Optimus Prime next to him, so you can kind of see the similarities. But we'll move Prime out of the way for now and focus on Ultra Magnus's robot mode. And it's pretty well done. I mean, the head sculpt is just white Optimus Prime with blue face mask, red eyes. But I love the translucent blue plastic for the windshield. Got Autobot symbol up here. Got a bit of a gut going on, but hey, it facilitates what he becomes later, so I don't mind that so much. There's the back of the figure. Here's a quick look at his gun. Cast in like a red plastic and painted in this gunmetal silvery kind of colour. It's very well done. But there you go. Articulation, the arms can go out to the side. Elbow bend. There is wrist rotation. The arms can do a full 360. It's the same both sides. The head, I think, is on a ball joint. You get a little bit of kind of tilt. Can look that far down, that far up. That's about it. Legs can go that far forward on a nice ratchet. They need it. And can't really go back due to this piece here. But can go almost do the full splits. You've got single knee bend and rotation up at the thigh, and it's the same both sides. Oh, and you do have ankle tilt. You don't get any forward and backward really. Oh, forgot to flip out the heel spurs. Doesn't matter at this point. He stands with them in, but if you want them out, you can do. One thing about ratcheted hips, wants to stand a bit funny sometimes, but there you go. That's his robot mode. So I'm going to break the trailer down into its component pieces and show you how the armor goes onto this guy to make him the full Ultra Magnus. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so here we have him prepped and ready to go. So this is how you armor him up. Take this leg piece, this leg, slot it on like so. Same the other side. Slot that on. Now he has nice big new boots. Take this arm piece, open it up, slot it over the arm, push it down, close it up, done. Same the other side, pop it open, push it on, close, done. These pieces that become his shoulders, you have to take this grey piece and flip it up like that. Then you just slot it over the arm, and then this will lock all of this in place, like so. I'll raise the camera up once he's fully built, don't worry. Same on the other side, just slot it on. If you can do it in the right place. Come on, Callie, there you go. Lock it on. Now, this piece, you have to fold this bit up, press it down, so you end up with that. Now these clips, right here where my thumb is, have to go onto this piece right here. And it can be a bit tricky because it's not really a case of sort of sliding it on, it's more a case of snapping it on, and it can be a little bit nerve-wracking in all honesty. But your best bet is to just line it up from the back, use the chest, press it on. Bring that piece down, that will lock into place on the shoulders. She says, you watch it not do it now. Basically, you need to get clips lined up on the chest. Once that's all lined up, you just push, and boom. There you have... Oh, wait, no, not quite. Need to put his little shoulder missiles on. And give him his gun. Ah, bugger. There we go. And there you have a very nice G1 looking Ultra Magnus. Now, in my opinion, for all of the gimmicks this has to pull off to become Ultra Magnus, I gotta say, I'm pretty damn impressed with how it turned out. I mean, the face sculpt, as you can see, is amazing. There is light piping in the back of the head, but it doesn't really work. Unfortunately, I've tried getting a light behind here. It doesn't really work. But, I mean, you've got mostly the same articulation. I mean, the arms go out. They are a little bit hindered now due to this piece, but you still get the outward movement. You still get the 360. The hips, see, they need the ratchets for the extra weight here, but you can get a nice knee bend out of it. Back is even more limited due to this chunky bit, and I'd have to say that's the one kind of let down with this figure, really, is... Get this hip sorted. There we go. Is that some of the articulation you lose, you kind of needed. But at the same time, with everything that has to compress to make a decent looking robot mode, I'm kind of okay with it, in all honesty. It doesn't really bother me that much. But the one thing I don't like as well is that's as far back as the feet go, so they're always kind of at this slightly wide angle. If you put him completely flat-footed, he has got a bit of an angle going down at the feet. It's another downside, but other than that, amazing figure in my opinion. And let's quickly bring Optimus back in. And boom, there you go, Optimus and Ultra Magnus. Right, I'm going to jump out of the review station now and give you my final thoughts on this figure. Okay then, so that was my look at the Transformers Kingdom leader class Ultra Magnus. I'd have to say, like I said in the review, for the gimmick it pulls off of being the white Optimus Prime, the truck with the trailer, and then the full-on Ultra Magnus that you get in hand, I'd have to say it's definitely worth it. It is definitely worth it. There's a few complaints with just a few connection points where they don't quite meet, or they snap on, but then they're really hard to get apart. But sculpt work, paint, design, everything, I absolutely love this, and I'm so glad to finally have it in my collection. So I'm kind of building up like a little 86 movie shelf. I've got the Rodimus, I've got Galvatron, I've got next review coming up, Cyclonus. I now have Ultra Magnus, I need Cup and Repgar and a couple of others, but I'm kind of building up like a little 86 movie collection-esque kind of thing on my shelf. So, but yeah, the next review coming up is going to be this guy. Today we had a look at Ultra Magnus. So stick around for the next one, and I shall see you next time. Mwah. Bye for now, everyone.